Have you ever felt like you're running all the time but never getting anywhere? Listen carefully, bro. Every morning you wake up for chasing something, like success, money, recognition. Yet at the end of the day, something still feels incomplete. Why? Because this world teaches us to run faster. And in those short breaks, we forget the art of walking slowly. But what if I told you that the most powerful moments in your life are hidden, not in running, but in waiting? Today's story will show you that patience is not weakness. It is the silent force that builds true success and lasting peace. Because sometimes the fastest way to move forward is to stop. Because at one time in a small green hilly village, there lived a young man. His name was Ryan. He had immense dreams, endless energy, and a fierce drive. But there was one problem. Ryan wanted everything, and he wanted it now. If someone told him about a new business, he would start it the next day. If he saw someone's popularity online, he would immediately start doing the same thing. He would plant a seed one day, and if it didn't grow the next day, he would throw it away and start something new. Ryan's house was full of unfinished work, half-written plans, broken tools, and dreams that never had time to grow. One day, Ryan went to an old wise farmer. His name was Mr. Henry. He lived on the edge of the forest. Everyone knew him for his calm nature and the sweetest oranges. Ryan said, "Sir, how do you stay so calm? I've been trying so many things, but nothing is working. I want to succeed, but time seems to be slipping away." The old farmer smiled softly and said, "Sit down, son." Then he gave Ryan a small seed. He said, "Plant the bamboo seed today. Water it every day, and one day, something extraordinary will happen." Ryan's eyes lit up. "How long will it take to grow?" Mr. Henry smiled again and said, "It depends on you. Come back after a year and tell me what you see." Ryan took the seed home and carefully planted it in his yard. He came every morning and watered it. He checked the soil every evening. A month went by and nothing happened. 3 months went by and still nothing. 6 months went by and not a single leaf grew above the ground. Ryan was upset. Maybe the seed had died, he thought. So he had stopped watering it and started doing something else. After a few weeks, he suddenly remembered Mr. Henry. Feeling a little guilty, he went to him again. He saw the old farmer working silently. "Sir, I did as you said. I watered it every day for months, but nothing happened." The old man smiled and said, "You stopped too soon." Ryan was surprised and said, "I have been doing it for 6 months. How long does it take for a bamboo tree to grow?" The old man smiled and said, 5 years. 5 years. Ryan was shocked. "That's impossible." The old farmer smiled. "Listen, son, the bamboo tree grows underground for the first 5 years. You won't see anything above, but deep down he built strong roots that could hold up a 90-foot tree, and when the time came, it would reach the sky in a few weeks. Life is like that too. When you don't see any progress, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes life is building your roots." Those words made a deep impression on Ryan. He realized that he had been running his whole life after quick success, instant results, and temporary fame, but he had never stopped building his foundation. That night, Ryan couldn't sleep. The next morning, he went back to his garden and started watering again, this time with patience. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed, and nothing was visible above. But Ryan didn't stop. Whenever doubts entered his mind, he thought of Mr. Henry's words. Sometimes life is building your roots, so he's still patient. 5 years later, one morning, Ryan saw a small green sprout sticking its head out of the ground. Tears welled up in his eyes. He laughed, cried. He looked up at the sky with joy. Within a few weeks, the sprout was taller than his house. After a few months, it stood tall and proud. Ryan finally understood. Success is not about running faster than others, but about standing firm when others give up. After a few days, he went back to Mr. Henry. "Sir," he said with a smile, "you were right. The seed has finally grown." Old man says, "No, son, you have grown. The seed was always strong, but now you have grown yourself." Ryan bowed his head and expressed his gratitude. He understood that true growth is not visible at first. It happens silently, deep in your heart, in your discipline, in your patience. And when the time is right, the world sees what you have been preparing for all this time. Don't rush your journey. Don't compare your journey to anyone. Don't compete with flowers. They only take time, but once they grow, they touch the sky. So don't be discouraged if you are still waiting. Water your dreams even if nothing seems to be changing, because one day, everything will definitely change.